Hey mates, good afternoon. Here's a part 3 video. So yeah, just out chilling right now. Had my hammock set up. Feels nice to rather bask in the sun today. But as part of this video, I wanted to show a little spot where I decided to go for a rest. And then eventually turn back around and go downriver. So you may notice, right here in front of me, this is sort of like a tributary slash marshy area. So like, I'm sure that when it's during the wet season, this is all filled up right here. Sort of like acts as a reservoir for any additional wildlife. And that's a thing I forgot to mention in my last video when I was talking about the American alligators. When they dig their burrows, they can actually act as little potholes that carry water that can actually be valuable for other reptiles, amphibians, and even fish too. But yeah, surrounding us are of course a bunch of cabbage palms right here. And actually you can see right up there at the top, right there, that is actually something called a shoestring fern. So named for the fact that each strand reminds you of looking at a shoestring, hence the name. But as you can see, when you look at a palm very closely, it may look like that it's woody material, but I hate to say it to you guys, palms are still not trees, because trees are dicots, whereas palms are monocots. And that has to do with the seed structure. A great example of a monocot includes corn. So that means usually there's only like one seed. Whereas with a dicot, there's usually two symmetrical seeds in one bundle. Another great example of a dicot are apples. When you see their seeds, they have two bundles and two cotyledons, which are essentially where the actual food of the seed is stored. The nutritious part of it, so to speak. But noticeably, as I was traveling through the Myakka River, there are plenty of little marshes right here. And you can notice the prevalent plant that is here is something called a Carolina willow. Now, a willow is actually very valuable, especially in Florida. So, let's see. Pull out an example. Shoot. There we go. So here's like the leaf assembly of a Carolina willow. You can actually find these throughout Florida and the southeast United States, including North Carolina. And as you can tell, if you look closely, or if you shine it in the sun a little bit, the branch has a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. And same goes for the lance-shaped leaves as well. If you actually look at the central vein right there, the divide, so to speak, that's also yellow too. But here's a remarkable thing about the Carolina willow, is that there's actually a compound in the tree that's actually used to help produce aspirin. And as many of you well know, aspirin is a common prescription that we use to reduce symptoms such as headaches. So the aspirin oftentimes is extracted from the Carolina willow. So here's my thing, mates. The point of this video is, okay, essentially where I'm at right now, it's like one big Walgreens, right? So like you can find aspirin in that tree, or at least a component that makes up aspirin that usually has the same effect. And you also have water nearby too. And oftentimes with cabbage palm, you can also extract hearts of palm from the cabbage palm, which is actually another food source. So the point I'm trying to make is everything in nature is free at no cost. All that nature really asks us to do is to protect it. That's all Mother Nature asks of us, is to treat her with respect as we would our actual mothers, and to give back and protect. That's all she wants out of us. Nothing more. And here, this was a neat point. So yeah, we got like a bromeliad right here. I believe this is the cardinal air plant. However, it's not quite in bloom right now. It won't be until a couple of months that you'll actually see the red flower blooming, hence why it's called the cardinal air plant. And then we also have resurrection ferns. So you can see like right now they're all very wilted. That's just because we haven't really had much rain and we're in the dry season, so it makes perfect sense. But give it a day of just nothing but rain, these will all come back to life and have like a luscious appearance, hence the name resurrection fern. But yeah. Oh, that looked like a tricolored heron flying through. I'm just saying, mates, too, about Florida is, this state doesn't just have its natural beauty coming from the beaches. There are plenty of other spots, too, to enjoy the natural world. So, like, for instance, we're at the Myakka River, and we're not really that close to the ocean right now. We're a bit more inland. And Florida's also well known, well, especially northern Florida, for their springs as well. Hopefully there will be a time when I can make my way up there. That would be amazing. But that's what I'm trying to say, mates, is nature has plenty to offer, but all that she asks for us to do is to protect her. No more, no less. It's alright, you guys. Take care. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and definitely the Myakka River is totally worth a kayak trip. She is a beauty. It's alright, you guys. Take care, and Journey on a Journey is once again outwards. Take care, folks. See ya. And I'll actually provide you a little view. Take care, you guys.